Today on the channel I have asked AI to develop for me a new minifigure series based on the castle theme, and to add a twist I've asked it to create backstories for each minifigure. Now some of these are quite interesting, some of them are a bit boring, but let's dive in and take a look. So this is the list of the figures that the AI came up with. A knight, a princess, a wizard, a king, a queen, a jester, a dragon, a fairy, a troll, a mermaid, a blacksmith, a healer, and a spy. The knight, he is a loyal hero, defender of the king and queen, and he dreams of becoming a hero. Now these figures are all quite cool. They've all got little bits of chainmail hanging off them, which looks really cool, and that sword on this first one is really good. I love the shield as well with the lion on it. The second one we see the chainmail once again, but this time round his neck, and another really cool helmet and a really cool shield. That helmet just looks monstrous. I want to know if that moves. And again, the chainmail, I love the way the AI adds these bits, extra bits to the figures. It gives me some really good ideas actually. And then finally, we seem to have gone to the cutesy style that we see with some of the other figures here, and the sort of indented shield, but still a really cool little knight. Which one of these four is your favourite? And now the princess. She is a lovely and graceful daughter of the king and queen. She likes to dance and play with her puppy. Now I had some fun with this one because the AI kept making some really strange ones. So these 6 are the ones which came out not so bad. Now being a princess, it seemed to constantly come out with this really cutesy style, but with some really cool hair pieces and some really cool crown pieces and some really cool dress pieces. Now I am questioning the lineage a bit from the king and queen based on the fact that the queen has got black hair, but maybe she just dyes it. I do really love this third one. The hair and the dress piece is absolutely awesome. And again, we can't get away from this cutesy style. And then the AI actually started to add a puppy into the mix as well, as you can see with these next two. But as well, some really cool built dress pieces. What do you like about these ones? The evil wizard. This might be my favourite character that the AI has made. With a hood and a wand, the evil wizard has a black beard and a red eye. The evil wizard is an arch enemy of the good wizard and the king. He wants to conquer the castle and the land with his dark magic and his army of monsters. He is cruel and cunning and will stop at nothing to achieve his goal. And as you can see with these minifigures, they are so awesome. They give him this dark staff, this black beard and black cape, which looks wicked. The red eyes. Oh my god, I am in love with this figure. There's just so much going on with these. I want every single one of them to fight my Lego castle figures. The king is the ruler of the castle and the land. He is fair and generous and cares for the people. He is also brave and wise and leads the army into battle. He is respected and loved by everyone, except the evil wizard. Now all of these king figures have a crown and a beard and a scepter, and it looks really quite cool in some of them. I'm a little disappointed potentially. But when we get onto this final one, where he has got this cloak with this little bits of what looks like cotton wool and the scepter with a jewel on, I think that is just awesome. And for some reason, he's on a yellow base plate. The queen. She is the wife of the king and the mother of the princess. She is beautiful and gracious and good of heart. She is also smart and diplomatic and helps the kings with decisions, admired and adored by everyone except the evil wizard. I really love this queen it's come up with. Obviously the green dress and the black hair is sort of the theme it's gone with through all these figures. I love on this second one that we've got a big jewel on the torso, and the crown's also got a jewel. This next one, the hair's getting longer. It's gone back to this cutesy style, but it's a really cool figure. And then this last one just looks perfect. That long hair, the jewel, the chrome crown, that is an awesome figure. I want that one in the TMF. Next is the Jester. He is the entertainment of the castle. He makes jokes and performs tricks to amuse the king and queen. He is funny and clever and can make anyone laugh. He's also loyal and friendly and sometimes helps the princesses with her adventures. Now all of these figures look absolutely awesome. I love the hat, it's very similar to the Lego ones. I love his little bell. But this third one, I really like his little neck piece. That's really... They should make Lego print that. That would be an expensive part, I imagine. And he just can't get away from that big grin. It's a really cool face. The dragon. With green scales, red eyes and flame breath, the base plate is black, as that he's a fierce and cunning creature that lives in a hidden cave, and he likes to attack the castle and steal treasure. Now I'm not sure that the AI quite got the idea here with it being a minifigure, because it created a lot of brick built dragons, but these are really cool, so I've left them in. And look at the wings on this one. I'm not quite sure what that's made out of, but it looks really cool. And again, another brick built dragon, this time looking very menacing with those big horns. Little flame pieces around this one and holes in its wings. It's quite interesting, that one. I'd love to see that in real life. Gone for a bit more of a cutesy style here maybe, but looks a bit like a T-Rex. And then we finally got to the green. I don't know why it was making red dragon, but this green dragon breathing fire looks wicked. And again, continue on maybe more of an oriental theme and back to the cutesy style. This is brilliant. And then finally it produced me a minifigure. And this looks very much like one of the CMF minifigures, but look, it's got looks like scale mail armour on it. It's breathing a big flame. The head looks awesome. I want to see that head printed. And it's got a little dragon on it. Yes, I certainly like these dragon minifigures. They are awesome. Next we got a fairy. With pink wings, a flower crown, a wand and a dress. Is that she is a magical and friendly being that lives in the forest. She likes to help people and animals in need. Now when I saw the description of the fairy I wasn't too sure, but I think these minifigures have really delivered. Look at that little fairy wand with a little flower on the end. My daughter would love that. And that dress piece on this one is just awesome, and obviously the pink is just an overload for any child. This second one almost goes a bit Lego Friends, a bit cutesy style. It's a bit of a stretched figure. No dress piece on this one, but a really cool fairy wand and with some really cool wings, and I love that headdress. Even more of a cutesy style here, with a little dress, some really big wings, a really cool flower wand and flower headband, and I'm not quite sure what her base plate accessory is there. Any ideas? And the final one, once again, a cool dress piece, cool wings. She just looks awesome. All four of these fairies look wicked. Which one's your favourite out of these four? Next figure the AI came up with is a troll. He has a club, a horn, a fur coat and a bag of gold. He is a greedy and grumpy monster that lives under a bridge, and he likes to demand tolls and hoard treasure. Now I think this may be my favourite figure of this series that has been created, because look at that club, it's awesome. His big bag of gold and random gold coins. I'm not quite sure what's on his back in this one, but that hairpiece with those horns, and look at the face, it's got a big old nose on it, and even the feet have got little dimples in it. This is a really, really cool figure. The AI then went and did one even better. It changed the face colour, it added ears, and it added fur. Look at that. It really does complete that. And for some reason now he's getting dollars in his bag. And just when I thought it couldn't get even any better, the AI came up with this one. Once again, that nose sticking out, that really cool club, and some really big horns. But that fur coat and hair is absolutely wicked. I want Lego to make real fur. And then the final troll idea it came up with, pointy ears, pointy horns, that belt buckle, and then I'm not sure what that gold coin on his back is. But it's just, the gold is in an invisible bag maybe. He is really cool, he looks grumpy, he suits his background, I love him. The next figure is a mermaid, with a tail and a shell bra, pearl necklace and a starfish. Her backstory is that she is a beautiful, mysterious creature that lives in a sea. She likes to swim and sing with her friends. Let's see what the AI did. Now I get the feeling these are all very Disney inspired, very much Ariel, except for the hair. And look at those shells. That is really cool. You would definitely not see that on a Lego minifigure. This second one is definitely Ariel, 100%. And I really love the little starfish that comes with it. It's really cool. And again, the shells and the little shell hairpiece with the earrings. That's a really cool hairpiece. Now, this tail, I don't know if it's connected. It looks a bit odd, but again, a really nice figure. I love the little detail on the torso. This one hasn't gone for the 3D shells, but an actual print, which is nice. And that ties it up for our mermaids. The Blacksmith. He comes with an apron, a hammer, a sword and a forge. He is a hard-working and talented craftsman that lives in the village. He likes to make and repair weapons and armour. So, your basic blacksmith. But let's take a look. Now I love here that the blacksmith is very similar to the actual blacksmith we get in Lego. He's even got the orange hair, but it's added some cool accessories. The hammer looks interesting, and his little anvil looks really cool. It looks almost brick built. Again, the AI has really not moved away from Lego. It's very similar. He's got a tiny little forge there. I'm not sure that's going to do a lot really. And then we get the blonde blacksmith. You know what, none of these have actually got a big beard piece, which is kind of disappointing. But again, this anvil apparently has a fire underneath it, which is quite strange, and I'm not really sure what's going on with some of these accessories. And then the final one that the AI came up with, he actually does have a beard piece, but his beard does not match his hair, which is quite interesting. He has a really cool hammer and a really cool sword there with a black hilt, and again, another brick built anvil. I quite like this one. Not too sure on his apron, but yeah, really cool figure. The healer. I was quite interested when the AI came up with this because I keep pushing the AI to keep more and more figures, and sometimes it sort of starts repeating itself, but this was quite an interesting one because this is almost pulling from fantasy. A robe, a staff, a potion and a bandage. She is kind and wise healer that lives in the castle. She likes to heal and cure the sick and injured. Now these really do play out to RPG fantasy games, and I think each one of these figures looks awesome. I love the staffs of all of them. I love that she has little crystals, little headbands, and quite often a little cloak. And the printing on all of these looks wicked. Some of the legs look a bit strange because it's sort of a mix between the dress legs and the normal. But yeah, and this last one, which is carrying a plant, it's just wicked. She is a proper white mage. I love it. Love this figure. Now the final one, I don't think the AI really got what was going on anymore, because this is definitely not a castle theme. Well, it is, but it's not. A Lego minifigure of a spy with a different outfit, a crossbow, a disguise and a lockpick. The backstory is that he is a clever and daring spy that works for the Queen and likes to disguise and escape the enemy's traps. Now again, these figures have gone really strange with their bow and arrows, and they're definitely more of a modern setting because if you look, he has things like suits on and they have very James Bond theme. But it's a really cool idea for a figure. I just wish the AI had kept it more along the castle theme, and I probably could push it next time to maybe bring it back to a proper castle theme, but I think it got lost in all my pushing by this point. And that is it for today's edition of AI minifigures. Please hit that like button, subscribe, plenty more like this coming. Also my stop motion builds, instructions, actual stop motion, loads going on the channel. So please hit that like and subscribe and tell me, which was your favourite minifigure in this series? Should we put this on the LEGO ideas to tell them to make it? See you next time.